Hey, thank you for landing on this video. I hope that what I go on to share would be exciting for you as it is for me. After 5 years of living in this house, we are finally renovating the kitchen and doing a rear extension. So I'm super excited, and I really want to document the journey. I want to document it not only for you guys to come along with us, but also for me, for my family to look back and to see what it was like before and what it turned into, and just the, I guess, peaks and troughs that come along with that, because I'm sure there will be. So just a bit of backstory. As I say, we moved into this house 5 years ago, and when we moved in, it was in, good condition, I guess you could say. A bit dated, but it was livable. We moved in and didn't feel an immediate need to kind of renovate. And that's partly because I can be quite indecisive. I will hold my hands up and say I can be quite indecisive. So making long-term, lasting, decorating decisions just didn't really appeal to me. And they still kind of freak me out a little bit now, but that's by the by. We've done a few bits around the house. So what I'll do is I'll drop some pictures of when we first moved in and the small bits of work that we have done. So we we decorated the living room, changed the flooring in there. We decorated my daughter's room, did flooring in there. And in the dining room, we have put flooring down. And then we've also done decking out in the garden. But we've not done an overhaul. And as I say, the family that lived here before lived here for quite a while. So things like the alcatrays, I think they're called, the frames around the doors, they need painting. The paint is chipping off and falling onto the floor. So it's long overdue. It's long overdue. So the plan is to, as I say, do a rear extension, and we're gonna go out 5 feet, I think it is. What I do need to back up a bit. This is our plan at the moment. We are at the stage where we have had some drawings done by an architect, and the next step is for us to share those plans with our neighbour. The work that we're doing falls under what's called prior approval, so not planning permission. It's a less taxing route, I guess you could say. So we need to share the plans with them, and we got the plans, I think, maybe, or we kind of had been going back and forth with the architect for a bit, so we got the plans to a stage where we're happy, and that was, I believe, on Friday. So Raymond, my husband, can go over, and I think because of Corona season, ideally it would have been nice to kind of go over and sit and share it and show them the plans. But what we'll probably end up doing is just getting a number and WhatsApping or emailing them over to them so they can look at them at their leisure. So with that, if they have objections, I'm not quite sure what happens if they have objections, but assuming they don't have any, God willing, then we submit the plans to our local authority, and they I think then we're kind of speaking to them ahead of time, so just for us to kind of warm them up, so that they don't have any surprise letters dropping on their mat. So we warm them up, then we submit the plans to the local authority, then the local authority will write to them. Assuming they don't have any objections, then we can proceed with the work. So we do need to find a builder. We need to source a builder. To get quotes from a builder, we needed the plans. So it was a bit like chicken and egg, because to know how much money you need a quote. You need someone to tell you how much they're going to charge you. But as I say, to get the quote, you needed the plans. So yeah, And what we're doing actually, we're releasing equity from the property, so that's how we're funding this work. And I guess that was partly also to do with why we didn't like rush in and get work done, because we didn't have the money. Like, let's keep it 100. You kind of purchase a house, you move in, and you know, to do major works, like, we just didn't have the money. And to be fair with you, like, the house that we bought was over the budget that we wanted to spend, but it came with so much more than we ever thought was possible, for the budget that we had. And it was, you know, a little bit over our budget, but even so, you know, it came with so much more, that we were kind of happy to go that little bit extra. But the consequence of that then was that the work that we wanted to do, we couldn't get done immediately. So it just meant that we had to sit tight for a bit, hold our peace and wait. And properties go up in value over time, so over the period that we've been here, it's obviously increased, allowing us to release that money to then go on to carry out this scheme of work. So where was I? So we're gonna do a rear extension. We're also going to re-site the downstairs toilet, so we'll knock down that one that's currently there and move that to actually under the stairs. My friend, who actually lives like the next road from me, and we were friends because we worked together ages ago, and he told me about this area, and it just seemed like country. I was like, I don't even know where it is. And then, like, as God would have it, we end up living now roads away. He didn't live on that road, he lived further away, but then moved. Yeah, funny long story. So he has recited his downstairs toilet under his stairs, and it looks amazing. It's just a really good use of space, and it just means that it opens up the passage or the entrance hall. So I'll show you guys, I'll do some videos and show you what it looks like now and what we're planning to do. We are also, within the extension, gonna add a laundry space and a pantry space. So that's super exciting, because to be fair with you, my kitchen is tiny. It's a galley kitchen, and I probably have like a cupboard for my seasoning and one cupboard for like tinned goods and jars. Like, literally, space is a premium. So I'll be spoilt for choice to have a larder or pantry, as well as a kitchen that's bigger than the one that we have now. So yeah, I'm super excited. Zachary, not so much. So we were kind of debating whether we went up into the loft or we did the rear extension. And if we went up into the loft, that meant then he would move out of his box room into our room. So he's like, well, like, who needs a new kitchen? Like, I need space. I need a new room. So he's not as excited. Ray is, she is away at uni at the moment, so we're just using the various tools to make sure that she is included in the process. So we have like a Pinterest board that she's a part of, and a WhatsApp group where we kind of drop in stuff in, like the plans and discussing things pertaining to the work, and yeah, like FaceTiming and chatting it up around the plans that we have. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting journey, because I don't have like good spatial awareness. So Raymond tries to explain stuff to me and I'm just like, I don't get it. And also, like, I don't have that kind of vision of what it will look like. So he's like, we need to think about where we're going to put the kitchen. Are we having an island? Where would you want that? And I'm like, I have no idea, because what I'm looking at now, I see my dusty old dining room and I see my dusty old kitchen. So it's going to be exciting, y'all. But yeah, so definitely stay close, and I'll aim to capture as much of the journey as possible. Like, I'm all about full transparency. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat or hide or make things seem better or worse than they are. You'll get the truth. But yeah, stay close and look forward to seeing more of this journey. All right, you take care.